Man, I'm so excited to find out what difficult decisions Homelander's going to have to make this season. I guess that is a hard decision whether or not to keep your pubic hair.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing my very first review for Season 4 of The Boys. This one is for Season 4, Episode 1, Department of Dirty Tricks.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Boys Season 4. This is our very first review for Season 4 of The Boys. This is for Episode 1, titled Department of Dirty Tricks. So, we are back, y'all, for The Boys. We're going to be reviewing all of the episodes today, of course. We got the other two coming up soon. I'm basically reviewing these as I watch them, is basically how it's going. So, I've seen the first episode. Once this review is up for y'all, I'm going to watch another one, review it, then I'll watch the third one, review it. So, expect them sporadically throughout the day. And, once I can watch them, of course. And, this first episode was a diabolical, incredible return. I'll say that. And we have a lot to talk about. So, okay, let's get into this. This episode, I would say the main focus of this one would be Victoria Newman, right? As, like, the main villain. She is, of course, working for Vought, obviously Homelander. We kind of start the episode off with her doing the speech and stuff like that. And we basically see Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and Kimiko kind of go in there and kind of have this game plan. Huey's there too. And basically they go inside and they try to do whatever the hell they're doing. They're trying to basically take down Victoria Newman is essentially what we see. And it was a pretty crazy scene because Zoe, her daughter, ends up catching Frenchie and Kimiko, and you get a pretty brutal fight scene to kind of start off the season, which I love when they do this. They always throw you right into it. It's really brutal. As you see these like crazy things that come out of her mouth, and she's like frickin' coming at them, and Kimiko actually loses a darn arm too during the process, so I thought that was crazy. Obviously it grew back, but they were like flying out of windows and stuff, and it was just, it was so great. I was instantly right back into it. It was awesome. And then you also had Homelander and, of course, Victoria Newman kind of talking a little bit, and they have to kind of, fake act like they're friends, but really they don't like each other type of thing. And, while you do have a small peek at Ryan this episode, Ryan is in this, and Butcher does go against their plan and breaks in to try to get his son back. And he says, I can get you out of here, that type of thing. And Homelander basically walks up to him and says, no means no, William, And they kind of have a little bit of a standoff and stuff. And he's sitting there and he's like, what do you got? You got 6 months left at the most, And he's like, I'll really miss our dance, And I thought it was awesome. But Ryan, here's the thing about him, right? He went with Homelander for now, but later in the episode, which, of course we see, is that he kind of has doubts, he's like, Dad, can I tell you something? He's like, yeah, you can tell us anything. You can tell me anything, we have to be like one strong army together. We have to tell each other everything. And he's like, I don't want Butcher to die. You know what I'm saying? And that really sets Homelander off. And he just keeps drinking his milk, So we can tell the conflict it's at a rate where it looks like Ryan's turning good, although I don't know if they're trying to mess with us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's really, time will tell. But it was awesome either way. It was a really good opening scene, really good stuff there. And there's even a scene where Victoria Newman runs into Huey, and he tries to kill her, but he ruins her suit, because obviously she can't just die like that. She's, a soup. And Butcher tries to even sneak up behind her and shoot her in the head. Doesn't work. So, they attempt many times to kill her. Doesn't happen. I would say she's the main villain this episode for sure, alongside Homelander, but she was really good. I really enjoyed Newman this episode, as a matter of fact. I thought she was really good. Actress always does a great job, of course, and I thought she was awesome. Now, we've got, we do have minor scenes with, of course, Pamela, Pamela's character, of course. She is interacting with Mother's Milk, of course. They're trying to kind of figure out a game plan. And in that, you've got Butcher that kind of waits there, because Grace doesn't really want to talk to, Butcher. But we basically have JDM's character, Joe Kessler, that meets him. Now, he's only in one scene in the premiere. I'm assuming in the next 2 episodes, he's probably in it more. But, it was really good to see them talk, and he basically tells him, he's like, look, we go back, they're old friends from the past, and, we need your help, before the soups start rounding us all up in the streets and, putting us in, camps and stuff like that, and it's true, honestly, what Joe Kessler said, it is true, because even though he's only in one scene, it impacts the episode a lot because later we get introduced to Sister Sage, who is what looks to be a future member of the Seven based off the way they're promoting it. You literally have Homelander that goes there. For the first time, we don't see him in his suit. And he walks into her place and he basically says, he's like, I need some advice and I hear you're the best at that, And she basically is at a point where she gives him advice, to help him out. And Homelander goes through some weird shit this episode. I mean, he's losing pubic hair. He's going through all these flashbacks. He's doubting himself. He got his son that's kind of driving him nuts now because he doesn't want to hear about Butcher. And yeah, there's literally scenes where he's pulling out pubic hairs. I'm like, what the fuck? I knew. I was like, this is the boys. We're back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you've got that. And Sister Sage looks like she's going to be a new member of the Seven, which you've seen in some of the promotion. And on top of that, we've got a scene where basically you've got, what the hell's the guy's name? The one that Janine likes. I forget the guy's name, but he's the guy that supported Homelander that, killed the guy in 308. Anyway, he dies this episode, randomly. You've got Homelander, the Deep, and A-Train, and Black Noir, who Black Noir, clearly from the voice, is a different guy in the suit, obviously, because the other one died. But we have a scene where basically they all die. Basically. Homelander instructs them to kill them with baseball bats, and that's what they do. And one detail I thought was really cool is that even though, the stepfather, for Janine is dead now, I found it interesting that Black Noir and, of course, the Deep were the ones that actually killed them. A-Train didn't. A-Train stepped back. So I think that's kind of them trying to tell us that A-Train's not really for this, Maybe last season when he had a change of heart, he legit had a change of heart literally and figuratively, I don't know. But it was really cool. It was really cool to see. Now, a few other kind of minor plot lines this episode. We've got Starlight, who's got her own operation, of course, as a kind of rebellion of Homelander. She's kind of got her own team and stuff like that. You got this one chick that works with her named Kiara. Not much about her yet. I don't even know if she's going to survive because there's a scene basically towards the end of the episode where both crowds that we saw back in 308, they finally kind of fight, and Sister Sage kind of starts this whole thing, and they basically place all three deaths that they did with the baseball bats on the riot to cover it up, you know what I'm saying? So very smart on her end. I'm sure she'll be a crazy addition to the Seven, although she's insane already, you can tell. Yeah, that'll be really cool. So, a few other things. We've got Frenchie that is revealed to be gay. We do get that. That threw me off, although, I'm happy for him. He has a boyfriend now in the show, so that's awesome. And we also have, I'm trying to think, we got Huey that, of course, has his dad who had a stroke, so that was a pretty big moment for him. And we do get his mom that walks in the hospital, so I don't know. I'm about to watch episode 2, so I'll find out more, but his mom walked in at the end there, I'm pretty sure, so will his dad be alright? I think he will. I think he'll pull through, but again, they could go a tragic route with it. Really, just who knows. Yeah, that's something that we'll just have to kind of see as we continue the story, but man, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I kind of want to mention about the episode, because there was a lot. The ending was one of my favorites, where you had Becca, the actress, actually came back for Becca, to talk Butcher into, okay, look, if Ryan is gonna go with Homelander, this whole world's fucking destroyed, And at the end, he decides not to turn on Huey, and to basically not give the file to Newman, and basically gives her a fucking like red ass photo instead. She's like, oh fuck, And he looks back at the ghost of Becca, and he's like, are you fucking happy now? You know what I'm saying? He just sits there with his drink. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say, because I want to get to episode 2. So, that was a great episode. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Episode 1 of The Boys, absolute success. Call me crazy, I got no issues. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. If I have no issues, I go a 10 out of 10. It was awesome. JDM's cameo, for a little bit of it, was really good. Newman, awesome villain. Homelander, great. Sister Sage, awesome. The ride scenes, fantastic. Great character development for Butcher, Huey, Frenchie, was awesome. Everybody had an awesome amount of screen time. I think this was a stellar premiere, and I cannot wait to watch the next two. So, post comments, of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for the boys. Be sure to follow me at Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for the boys. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.